Two fresh faces and a familiar one will join the Dane County Board of Supervisors. This after a trio of former board members gave up their seats within days of each other last month. So Chair Patrick Miles selected Jay Broward to represent people in District 13, Chad Kemp to serve District 32. Neither have held board spots before. And for the 9th District, Stephen Peters was selected. Peters was previously the District 15 supervisor until last year. All three will serve out their predecessors' remaining terms, which will end in 2024. They still need to be approved by the full board, after which they'll be sworn in